Hey, John, what are you thinking about?
Skylar, I'm an alcohol sexual, a closeted one.
What the fuck does that mean?
It means I suck on whiskey bottles.
Welcome back to the Counterfeit Intelligence Podcast.
Where we explore and deluge. That's not the right word.
We could deluge some information into y'all's brains.
Yeah, in the form of piss.
It's like verbal piss, though.
No. I'm a pee in their ears through the microphone. Here.
Hey, save that for the Patreon.
We don't have a Patreon, Skylar. We have to do this live right now.
Don't tell them that.
Subscribe to our Patreon at bigdicksam.com. Don't Google that.
We're back, finally. We were gone for a while. I'm Skylar, if in case you forgot.
You shouldn't have forgot because he's unforgettable.
Aww.
I regrettably am very forgettable. My name is John. Hello.
What's your name backwards?
Nyaja. Why, what's yours?
Relix.
You need to relix, my guy.
Yeah.
That was a terrible joke.
It was a terrible joke.
But like to choke on various toxic substances now.
Okay.
Yeah,
we wanted to record over our winter break, but it didn't end up happening.
Nope.
Yeah, we have work and then several Christmases and shit to go to. John, how was your winter break? You do anything fantabulous?
I stacked fruit.
He's a fruit stacker.
Yeah, I worked a little bit. I mean, they didn't have me scheduled the first week I was there, which was unfortunate because I needed money. So I had a week off, and then I worked, and then I got sick, and I wasn't working.
Yep.
That was my last week. Did a lot of video gaming.
There you go.
With the boys, you know who you are. And then, yeah, I had Christmases.
Christmases? You getting any good presents?
I got AIDS.
A present you can only receive once.
Once. And you can regift it.
True.
Nah, I got some cool presents. I got some notebooks to write in.
Yep.
Yeah, I got a sweatshirt.
There you go.
I got some fuzzy slippers. They're Bob Ross slippers.
Oh, hell yeah.
Because I'm a big Bob Ross fan. I got some notebooks. Some fucking writing utensils. I can actually even show those.
Oh, all right.
They're very excellent.
Very excellent writing utensils.
This is a mechanical pencil.
It looks
Fuck
like
you,
a pen.
audio-only viewers. It does look like a pen, doesn't it? But it's a pencil.
Surprise.
And it's made of wood.
Wow.
Or it's got a wooden handle piece. That is from the wood of my tree that I planted when I was a baby kid.
Wow.
In my yard. The tree isn't dead. It's still very much there. It's just...
You took a trimming.
Yeah.
There you go. That's pretty cool.
And what the fuck else I get? I got... Oh, God. Yeah.
Oh, yep.
Right there. Audio-only listeners, fuck you. You suck. I got this guy right here.
Little creature.
It's a Furby.
Oh.
His name's Little Pimp. He is currently sleeping. We will not be waking him up
Because
for
that's
this podcast
fucking annoying.
for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Until you either you got to not touch him or speak to him for 5 minutes, and then he'll go back to sleep. I'm also not entirely certain if he won't wake up angry.
Yeah.
They do that.
I've seen the rage.
I haven't. I don't want to. What about you? What'd you get for Christmas?
Oh, I had 3 Christmases technically. Cause I was 4. I was forgetting one.
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
4 fucking Christmases. That was kind of wild. 2 of them didn't really get too much at because it's like family that I don't see very often kind of deal. They don't really know much about me or anything like that. And then the other 2, I did get some stuff. I got me a yacket. I got some mead brewing stuff. I got new set of headset and a bunch of workout supplements and whatnot. So
like your Godzilla creatine?
Yeah, got Godzilla creatine.
Ooh.
Not creatine, it's pre-workout. Yeah, I did get creatine though, as well. Pretty sure. But anyway, I worked as well. Worked at the Y. It was fucking terrible, and I might never go back to that place based off of how terrible it was. There's been a fucking paradigm shift there. Leadership ain't leading. Ship is gonna crash, and I don't want to be there when it does.
Ships don't crash; they sink.
Well, that's what happens after they crash.
Yeah, okay.
I did get some money for Christmas, and then I purchased this little dude right here. This little Buddhist temple.
His name is Auschwitz.
And then I got a motherfucking tree, like an outside tree, but for your insides.
His name is Glenn.
Glenn the tree, yeah. Very cool.
All right, good night, everybody. Now we got topics.
Yep. Our topic today has to do with 7 things. 7 wonderful.
Can I guess?
Yeah.
Is it 7 new flavors of Mountain Dew?
No, it's definitely not that.
Is it the 7 new Pringles flavors?
I didn't know Pringles had flavors.
Is it 7 ways to get homosexual?
Yeah, you were closer that time. It's the 7 wonders of the world. And
Yay!
why we think we have better ones on this planet.
Yep, we do, because these ones are dumb.
Yep. Easily forgettable.
Very. Like the Great Wall of China.
That's number 1.
Number 1.
What is the Great Wall of China?
It's
John?
a wall, and it's in China, and it's great.
It was a massive fortification that spans over 13,000 miles
Goddamn.
along the northern border of China. Built over several centuries to protect China from several invasions.
From the Mongolians and others.
Yeah.
You know what bothers me? Is that if they just went into creative mode, they could have done this in a night. It took them several centuries.
Yep.
Morons. Also, not only while they were building it did people just climb over the top of it, but after it was completed, people just climbed over the top of it.
Yeah, now people just walk on top of it, take pictures.
Yeah.
Social media.
Not really good for blocking peoples.
We have planes now.
You know. They didn't have planes back then, but they still got over it with
Yep.
ropes and magic voodoo double jumps.
Probably.
Jetpacks. Fuck the Great Wall of China.
We think there's better things out there.
Better things. We'll get to those when we're done shitting on everything on this list.
All right.
Chichen Itza.
That's the second one.
That's Chichen Itza. Chichen. I got it right the first fucking time too.
Chichen Itza.
Chichen Itza.
Yep.
Chichen Itza was founded by the Maya people between 400 and 500 AD. It was a center of Maya culture and politics for centuries, with a population of about 35,000 people at its peak. That's a lot of motherfuckers living in a rock town.
And it's a city.
It's a rock town.
Rocktown City. Yeah.
City of
It's just an old city.
town rocks.
That's not the only city. Why is that the one that made the list?
Not even the only
Yeah.
one made of rocks.
Yeah, there's
What's
other
special
ones.
about this one? It's got a funny name. Stupid! We got other ones
All
with
right.
funnier names.
Our third one is Petra.
Petra.
It's an ancient city in the present-day Jordan. It was once the capital of the Nabatean Kingdom, a powerful Arab civilization that flourished from the 4th century BC to the 1st century AD.
You read that sentence because you knew I was going to pronounce one of those words very incorrectly and very racistly.
I thought it was just my turn to speak.
No!
You
Yeah.
might have another chance at it later.
Really?
We're still talking about it now. It's never too late.
Arab. Is that insensitive? Is that the N word of the sands?
Yeah.
Can I say that? Yeah, I can say that. I watch Prince of Persia. It's fine.
The only thing that like stood out about this one is they had this like giant carving of a dude. I don't know who the dude was, or if he was even a dude.
Indiana Jones, the third one, with Sean Connery.
Yeah.
They went there at the end when they
Okay.
found the Holy Grail.
Is that why they put it on the list?
Yes.
That makes
Home
sense.
of the Holy Grail. Machu Picchu. We should have pictures of these fucking things while we're doing this.
Well, I can't see the pictures. You can Google these if you want.
Google them, fuckers. This is an interactive podcast. Google the pictures as we go. If you
look
don't
up the 7 wonders of the world, you'll see all 7 of them.
And if you don't do it, you're dumb.
And you're missing out.
Piece of shit. Next one's Machu Picchu. Not the Pokemon, not the little yellow dude that everybody loves. No. Yeah. This one's Machu. It was founded by the Incas between 400 500 AD. Kind of like Chichen Itza, but not the Maya. It was the Incas, like so Petra. Slightly fucking different. The city was located on a mountain ridge, 2,430 meters above sea level. Had impressive buildings and monuments made of stone. Dumb!
Again, just another
rock
stone
house
city.
Rock house made in the same area as the other rock house by different people during the same time. Rocks.
That's all they were building with.
Stonehenge. Stupid. We got better ones. Christ the Redeemer. Christ the T-poser, more like.
Yeah. The colossal statue of Jesus Christ that stands on the summit of Mount Corcovado in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil.
Ooh,
the statue
there in there, baby. That spice.
The statue is made of reinforced concrete and soapstone tiles and measured 30 meters high and 28 meters wide.
This is why it's dumb. It's made of soapstone. That shit's just gonna dissolve in the rain.
It's gonna get sudsy.
Sudsy.
Aren't they worried about bubbles?
Just like Jesus cleansed the sins of the Christians, he also cleans himself when it rains from soaps. Shut up.
Why did that make those 7 wonders of the world? It's just a statue. We've got those of all kinds of people.
Ben Franklin?
It's not even the only one of Jesus. I know that because
Robert
every
E. Lee?
church has like 6 of them.
Casanova? Statues.
Yeah, all of them. None of them made the list.
None. The Colosseum.
Yo.
Not to be confused with that really expensive Lego set. This one's actually made of rocks. The Colosseum is a large amphitheater in Rome that was built by the Flavian emperors in Rome between 70 and 96 AD. It was used for various public spectacles such as gladiator fights. Russell Crowe, Joaquin Phoenix. He stabbed him in the face. He stabbed Joaquin Phoenix in the face and he died.
Animal fights.
Animal fights. Lions and tigers and bears. Oh my. Mock naval battles. I don't know how the fuck they did that on sand. Boats don't work on sand. Boats don't work on sand, Skylar.
They filled it with water.
Oh. And religious ceremonies. It could seat up to 50,000 people. That's a big stone place that houses a lot more people than perchance Machu Picchu and Chichen Itza. Perchance.
I think this is the only one that might deserve to be on the list.
I disagree.
Really?
Here's why.
Okay.
That movie where Russell Crowe stabbed Joaquin Phoenix in the face, he bled to death on the sand. Apparently it was fake. So was the Colosseum. It was CGI in that movie, not real. Fake building. Next.
And lastly, we have the Taj Mahal.
Taj Mahal.
The Taj Mahal was built by the Mughal Emperor.
That was
Shah Jahan in memory of his wife Mumtaz Mahal, who died in childbirth in 16.
Motherfucker, that year never happened. 1,063,112. No!
I think these ones are supposed to be gone.
Is that the Jewish calendar?
1631 is the correct number.
12.
No, 12 was citations.
Oh.
The construction of the Taj Mahal started in 1632. It took 22 years to complete with the help of more than 20,000 workers and 1,000 elephants.
I don't think those elephants got paid.
Probably not well. I don't think the people that built it got paid much either.
Fuck them, man. It's the elephants. They don't got opposable thumbs. They had it the worst.
Yeah,
probably.
This big old building because somebody died. I hope somebody makes a big building when I die. In my name. No. That'd be kind of cool.
Oh, you beautiful, naive child. You're lucky you get a fucking rock. It might have your name on it.
Not if this podcast goes well.
Oh shit! This podcast goes well. You want a temple erected for you in your death? You know what I want?
Yeah, dude.
I want somebody to commit a holy war in my name after I die.
Shit.
That's what I want.
Can my temple be one of, like, the bases that you start at?
Sure, you can be Constantinople. That will be taken by the Moors, the Muslim people, and turned into Istanbul. Except the name will be Skylar Land, and it will be turned into
Jesus Christ. People are gonna have a hard time saying that name. Jesus Christ.
That wasn't me making fun of their language. That's what it will actually be called. Just to clarify. They have a beautiful language. I can't read it nor understand it, but...
It's like they're speaking in cursive.
Kind of. When they got the flu, little Flemmy.
Alright.
That might have been insensitive.
We're gonna get into some of the things that we think can top the items that are on
Which are all of them.
the list of the 7 wonders of the world.
They're not replacing anything specific necessarily. These are just
Things that we think,
would be better.
yeah, deserve a spot, some recognition.
Not even honorable mentions. They're gonna retake it. These are those first wonders of the world. Those are the demographic hires. These are the qualified ones.
Yeah. Those ones are old.
And crusty,
Like, really old.
made of rocks.
Most of them, yeah.
Why do we have to celebrate the past when we can celebrate new things like this thing located in Las Vegas, Nevada? Skylar, do you want to tell us about the sphere?
Yes, the Sphere in Las Vegas, Nevada. It's a fairly new thing. I think it just got finished, like, last year alone. But it's a huge-ass ball that's covered in 16K resolution LED screens on both the inside and outside. It's a giant computer screen, and they can put all kinds of images on it. And, like, as people are in there doing their entertainment stuff or their music stuff, they could have crazy backgrounds going on. This is some stuff that you can probably see from space.
I guarantee somebody on maintenance in there played porn. 100%.
I hope they play it on accident on the outside, so all of Las Vegas gets to see. Yeah.
We can do that. The Great Heist.
We hire a hacker man.
Hacker man. You are the hacker man. What the fuck you talking about? So why did you pick the sphere? Why did you pick a big old round computer screen?
Why? Because that thing's stuck in my head. I seen that, and I was like, oh my god.
It's just paralysis demon.
That's like fucking wild that they made that shit. Cost a lot of money. Somebody just had enough money to go, I'm gonna make a big ass ball that makes pictures.
Epcot Center with light.
But like, it's 16K resolution. You can put anything on that bitch.
Porn.
It's better than my fucking monitor right now.
Porn.
Porn.
Why are we not using it for porn? Fuck
I
the
don't know.
musicians. Porn Palace.
No, you can look up videos of this thing. It's pretty cool. I don't know.
The sphere. Las
I'm
Vegas,
just waiting
Nevada.
for it to hail or some shit. Then the investment's not gonna be.
Oh yeah,
going so
it's
well.
going to hail in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Keep fucking with the climate, maybe.
Aight. You're one of those. All right, and you want to tell us about the Large Hadron Collider?
Yeah, the Large Hadron Collider.
That one.
One of our like largest scientific achievements
Is a
to
collider.
date is a collider.
It collides.
Big old motherfucking metal donut underneath France and Switzerland that shoots particles super fucking fast.
Oh, I've
into
heard
each
about
other.
this. Yeah.
Yeah. And it was designed to test the extremes of particle physics. It was constructed between 1998 and 2008, and it's been on and off several times because they keep using this thing, breaking shit, and then needing to do upgrades and making it more powerful. And then they're planning on making an even bigger one. So when that one comes out, bye-bye Large Hadron Collider. Hello Super Large Hadron Collider.
Oh shit! They added the word "super" in front of it.
I don't know what
That
the official
automatically
name is,
makes it better.
yeah.
Just like Superman versus Wonder Woman.
Yep. That's where the God particle was discovered. Yeah.
Didn't they
Shot some shit into a gold sheet.
Didn't they prove fucking quantum entanglement there? They're like, holy shit, these two particles are the same and they exist in different places or something. I might be making shit up.
I think they are tweaking.
Our podcast is all about counterfeit intelligence, misinformation. Yet we fact check everything. Wow, it's a big old donut tube. A big old tube.
It's a huge donut tube made of superconductors and magnets and shit.
Big old tube. Ooh,
Yeah.
pretty. While Skylar is looking at pictures of what appears to be the Millennium Falcon,
I'm just trying to remember what it.
I'm gonna grace y'all people with a little story. Once upon a time, there was a dinosaur named Albert, and he got born in the world,
Higgs boson,
and he died.
Yeah, they
The
discovered
Higgs boson
yeah.
particle, God particle, particle of God.
Yeah,
It's like supposedly the first particle ever. It was like the thing that created
it's
the
the
Big Bang, wasn't it?
Yeah, something close to that. They were looking for it for a long time, but they proved it. None
They
of
proved
those
that it existed.
fucking rock cities did anything close to that.
They were made of rocks. Dumb.
Also, we got the Bass Pro Shops pyramid.
Oh fuck, we forgot the Bass Pro Shops. That was the very first one, and we skipped fucking right past it. I'm sorry.
How could you forget the Bass Pro Shops
We needed
pyramid?
we needed a pyramid on here.
We did.
Classic shape.
Very. I'm
Giza?
surprised Giza didn't make it on there, but
Yeah, what the fuck?
Petra and fucking the Taj Mahal made
A
it.
bunch of rock buildings made it, but not the sand building.
Yeah. But anyway, Bass Pro Shops pyramid, we took that pyramid of Giza and brought it into, the 21st century.
Memphis, Tennessee, baby.
Originally, it was supposed to be an entertainment arena similar to the Sphere, or the Coliseum, one could argue. And then it got bought out by Bass Pro Shops, and they turned it into a store that also has a hotel in it, and a bowling alley, an archery range, and an observation deck at the top tower. So
Russell Crowe killed Joaquin Phoenix by stabbing him in the face in the Coliseum.
They should do that again, but at the Bass Pro Shops pyramid.
They should be wearing Bass Pro Shop trucker hats while they do it.
Yeah, if you're interested in anything, outdoorsy, you have to make the pilgrimage to Memphis, Tennessee once in your life.
Where Russell Crowe will kill Joaquin Phoenix by stabbing him in the face.
All right.
What the fuck is this? You
Our
have
next
coordinates.
object is at 64.073082 degrees of longitude and negative 141.937393 degrees of longitude.
Latitude.
That one.
Flatitude. Fatitude? That's when you're fat
A
and you have an
small
attitude.
town
Oh.
in Alaska
Ooh.
named Chicken.
What?
Yeah, it's named Chicken.
Okay.
And I think because it has that name, it deserves to be on the list. It was called Chicken because the gold miners that established this town couldn't pronounce the name of a local grouse species, and so they defaulted to just calling it Chicken, and the name stuck. Isn't that a beautiful story? Only 17 people live here year-round.
What are you, chicken? Well, yes.
Born and raised, baby.
Baby. They couldn't pronounce the name of a local grouse species. Let's see if I can recall from my biological brain all the species of grouse in Alaska.
Started with an L.
An L?
Yeah, it was like L-A and then a bunch of other letters.
Oh, was that the Greek name?
No, that was
Or
just whatever they fucking
the
called
Inuit
it.
name?
I don't know.
They got a lot of rough grouse up there. I hunt those every year. They got sharp-tailed grouse up there, I'm pretty sure. They got spruce grouse up there, too, for sure, 100%.
Yeah.
There might be an Arctic variety of grouse I am unknowing of. Maybe that L name is like, yeah, like you said, local. Maybe, yeah, it's probably an Inuit name for a fucking rough grouse or something.
Who knows? They couldn't say it. So it was a chicken.
Grouse look like chicken, by the way. They are chickens. They're just wild chickens.
Wild forest chicken.
Yeah. Well, I can't say they look like chickens. They're not like that kind of colorful. They're very camouflaged. Elusive little bastards. Very hard to see. Unless you're my little brother. And then you can see them everywhere.
Next, we have the Bohemian Grove. Some of you guys might have heard of the Bohemian Grove before.
The Rhapsody. That song by Queen.
Not related at all.
Oh.
This is like a cult-like event that happens in Monte Rio, California in mid-July. It's a 2-week event where some of the most prominent people in the world attend.
Is that the thing with
And
the
Alex Jones broke into it.
Jones. Yeah.
Crashed
Is that the one?
the secret.
It's got the giant wood sculpture of an owl or some shit.
Molech the owl god or whatever.
Excuse me.
Yeah. They all hail him, and it's a big party. And I think big parties deserve to be on the list.
Plus, you got Burning Man on there?
No, this one has a giant owl that's
true.
hollow. Some TikToker broke in and at night explored.
Is it like gated or something?
Yeah, it's private property.
Oh.
Yeah. But still cooler than Petra.
They 100%, I think people are thinking they do like conspiracy shit. They 100% just get hammered and have orgies. Like there's no way that's what they do there for sure.
Well, they have ceremonies and stuff. They got that on video. They dress up in costume and
it's
stand around and have a...
Are they just the KKK?
I don't know. Never been.
The anti-white KKK though. They are in California.
Yeah.
They hate straight white people.
Next one is the...
All right.
It's the Stanley Hotel.
Stanley.
It's a 140-room hotel in Estes Park, Colorado, completed in 1909, and was the inspiration for Stephen King's The Shining, and is supposedly super haunted.
Have you seen that movie, The Shining?
Bits and pieces.
With what's his fucking name?
But
Jack Nicholson.
Very, very famous movie, and Stephen
also...
King was very prominent. Hence, I think that deserves to be on the list.
I was a huge fucking ski resort. It's big. Stanley Hotel, big place. Like in The Shining, it's huge. It's fucking huge. Also, that movie wasn't scary, and you can't change my mind about it. I would have done what that guy did. That his wife was a bitch. He wanted to kill her with an axe. Unpopular opinion. Jack Nicholson was sane. That is why that one though? Why that building specifically?
Because it's super haunted and it's huge. It's ginormous and
You know what else is super haunted and it's huge?
What?
Grandma's pussy.
Oh, you got me there. Hear that, Grandma?
Did she watch this podcast?
No, she's dead. She's been dead since I was 12.
Haunted as fuck. 12 years ago. My apologies.
Next, we got the catacombs.
What are the catacombs?
It's an underground burial site that holds 6 million people.
Are they Jewish by chance?
No, it's under Paris, I think.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
French.
Yeah, the French. 6 million of them. They made it for 2 reasons. To get rid of the surplus of dead bodies and to prevent sinkholes.
They just have a bunch laying around. They're like, fuck, we gotta put these somewhere. We gotta store them, dog.
People were dying left
Put them in the earth. From what?
Use them as support for our buildings.
Bones are strong. These motherfuckers drink some milk. They make very good foundations.
Yeah.
Shit. Oh, I've been there.
You've been to the catacombs?
Yeah, in a video game. Modern Warfare 3. Not the new bitch ass one, the old school one.
They're all over the place.
My homie Soap died. And Yuri died.
People still die in them.
Makarov died. Yeah, a bunch of French GIGN guys died down there. A bunch of Makarov's terrorists. I shot them with the UMP-45 with a suppressor and a red dot sight. The catacombs.
Urban explorers go down there.
That would be a cool place
And
to
then
go.
like go and visit, but then like it's old and shit collapses and it's really easy to get lost and die. And then there's people that live down there too. The sewer people that live in New York.
People? Yeah, but they're French, so they're worse. It's like skulls and bones and shit on the walls. It's really cool looking.
And lastly, we got the Island of the Dolls.
I've heard of this.
La Isla de las
Muencas.
Muencas. It's a small
Muencas.
island located in... I can't say that word.
Sorry, hang on.
Cocamilo.
Milko. It starts with a fucking X, man. Like Xylophone, Mexico.
It's a small island that is covered with decaying dolls.
Dogs.
Not dogs. That'd be way worse. Decaying dolls hanging from trees because a guy who stayed there found a drowned young girl, and then apparently baby dolls started floating to the island, so he tied them up to trees.
To appease the dead girl.
To appease the dead
He
girl.
didn't tie them. He strung them up.
Yeah.
He's hanging these dogs.
Yeah.
Lynch mob.
Yeah. And
That's kinda
now they open it up to tourists to go and visit. And it's like, that's just unique, you know?
Yeah, I've actually always wanted to go there. For real.
Yeah.
Scary dolls don't really scare me.
Yeah.
Movie Annabelle, nothing.
You'd have to go there at night, you know? There you go. That'd be kind of spooky.
Yeah, I've seen pictures and videos. That shit's crazy.
Yeah.
Looks like, what's that lady in Pirates of the Caribbean? They go there in the second one. The Jamaican lady who's like a witch or whatever, the voodoo doctor. They go there, and she's got like shit hanging all over her house. You got to get there by boat.
Oh.
It's like in a swamp. You have to boat there to this little island.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of the same kind of vibe as the Pirates of the Caribbean island.
I was reading about this. This guy used to rummage through the trash and shit to find dolls to tie up and like whatnot. It was weird.
That's cool. There's like thousands of dolls too. So I agree that needs to be on there. That's crazy.
Yeah,
That's crazy. That's your last one.
better decorated than the Taj Mahal.
You think they
for
got any
sure.
like blow up dolls hanging around? Because he's
One
just
would
like
hope.
fuck it. He can take any doll. He doesn't discriminate.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, now we're getting into John's picks.
Yes.
So you're gonna have to explain this one to me here.
All right. Up first, we've got latitude 71.391332, longitude negative 81.714203. If you want to take that link there that I have supplied, put that in the browser, we can describe the location of this place, and I can tell you the story. It is 69 degrees north, 69 degrees west. I thought that such a you have to control and then scroll backwards. Such a location on the globe needs to be mentioned because it is on one of the giant chunks of island shit that's above Canada and between Canada and Greenland. So what island is that, bro? Buffin Island. I said that really loud in the mic. My apologies. Buffin Island. It's on the northern end, 69 north, 69 west.
The perfect place.
The perfect place to build a giant 69 out of ice, I think.
That's her.
That's her.
That's our goal right
That's
there.
our goal.
Yeah.
That is a future world wonder
Yeah.
on 69 north, 69
We haven't
west.
built it yet.
Not
but
yet.
It's coming.
Circa 2025, baby.
If the podcast goes well.
We're going to build a giant ice 69. I'm not talking the number.
Oh, shit. There you go. That's a thought.
Up next, another great work of art, the Chicago Bean, as another wonder of the world. You have details. I picked these and he did homework. Fuck. Proving me to be a chump. An artist unveiled this sculpture in 2004 of a giant stainless steel bean. I don't think it's stainless steel. I think it's chrome because it's shiny. Stainless steel isn't as shiny.
Finish.
Oh, it's got a chrome finish?
They polished that bitch. Yeah.
Shing, shing. I've been to the Bean,
Yeah.
and it was a transformative experience, for I saw myself in the bean. You may find yourself in the Bean if
Did
you go
touch
there.
the bean?
I touched the Bean.
They have workers that work there. Their only job is to scrub down the fingerprints on the bean.
Oh, good. So I was keeping people employed. I helped.
There's bean washers. so-
Bean washers?
I think that's their official title.
Bean washer. Dream job. Holy job. The Chicago Bean.
Mostly
Wonder of the
used
world.
for selfies.
Yeah, it is actually.
Yeah.
I would outlaw that. You couldn't even draw the bean. It would be like Muhammad or whatever. What's that? Wait, shit. What's the prophet's name? Is it Muhammad?
Yeah.
You can't draw him. You can't draw the bean. You can't take pictures of the bean. You can only touch the bean.
You can only see the bean and touch the bean. Yeah.
All right. Up next, another wonder of the world, Chernobyl.
The site of a nuclear disaster in 1986 that caused an evacuation and the worst nuclear accident in history.
Held in Pripyat, I think, Ukraine-ish area. I'm not fact-checking that. This is counterfeit intelligence. I don't make shit up. It's in Texas.
There's
Chernobyl. The elephant's foot, yeah, is a giant molten slab of fucking radioactive bullshit. And it's like, if you stand next to it for more than like 8 seconds, you will die. Like, right then and there. Like, it's like they got a time scale. You get cancer at 3 seconds. You go blind at 4 to 5 seconds. You die after 6 seconds. It's like, boom. You can't, even in a hazmat suit, I might add, because it's just, you take a picture of it, the camera will be real grainy because the radiation is skull fucking the shit out of the camera. Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, the elephant's foot would be the main attraction. I would have to require people to make a pilgrimage to touch it.
Really quickly.
Really quickly.
Speed run the elephant's foot.
How we choose a new prophet, whoever licks the elephant's foot and lives, is our new god for the year. Because they'll probably only live about 6 months.
We've got that creepy, like, carnival thing.
Yeah, with the Ferris wheel and shit. Yeah.
I heard that a lot of Chernobyl is actually, like, not that radioactive anymore.
Yeah, people are going there.
Yeah,
like, they're, like, exploring and shit.
You don't want to, like, hang out there forever, but it's not super bad anymore.
A lot of people like to think that the nuclear fallout and shit renders the place uninhabitable for centuries. Not really. I don't think you could probably live near the nuclear facility, but the town, you probably would be okay. There's radioactive wolves. Do you know that?
Yeah.
They got, like, mutations in them and shit. I don't know what the mutations are. I think a lot of them just have cancer and tumors.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy like 2 heads or whatever. But yeah, Chernobyl, baby. It's a good time. You never know. Should we go there? You want to go? Come on. It's a little contested right now. They're playing capture the flag.
They are for a little bit. All right.
The former location of the Berlin Wall. There's still, like, some chunks of it that you can see, like, on museum and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I think they have, like, a sidewalk or something that's like, here's where the wall was, before Metallica played a concert and knocked the wall down. I know that's not historically accurate, but I choose to believe that. So,
it was a wall that divided East Germany from West Germany between the years of 1961 to 1989. Was made of concrete and barbed wire and was heavily guarded by soldiers.
Soldiers?
Yeah.
There's no H.
Here is when you pronounce it with one.
Oh, a shot.
They killed people for trying to cross over to the other side. Yep.
Yeah, because East Germany was taken over by the Russians, the Soviet Union, which is why it was from 61 to 89. That was the Cold War era. Russia's like, fuck you. America had West Germany. My dad was actually stationed in West Germany. Even though the wall came down in 89, he was still stationed there in the western part. It was still American. Because the Russians, I think the Soviet Union fell in 91. Which is around the time he was stationed there. And East Germany versus West Germany, it was like vastly, it was like 2 different cultures. Like, it's crazy. And during that time frame, you had generations of people that were related that just got stuck on either side of the wall. And it was a big phenomenon, very cultural. I think it's important that we look at it and be like, see, the guys that supported Hitler used to live over there, and they got cut in half it.
Better wall than the Great Wall of China.
True! Barbed wire and machine guns. Chinese didn't have those. They may have invented gunpowder. They didn't have machine guns.
They didn't refine it.
Nah. They didn't have a refiner.
And that's what it takes.
They weren't in creative mode. Like the Germans. All right. Largest ball of yarn consists of 10,000 feet of yarn and was created by a group of people in the United States It's in Minnesota, my guy.
It's individual balls, like strings of yarn that they
It's
put
legit.
together.
Yarn. Pull that shit up, Jamie. That's your alter ego, James, while you're Googling things. Largest ball of twine, my bat. Holy fucking. Dude, it looks like a potato of shit.
I think it probably was more circular at one point in time, but then
It's in Minnesota. It's not in fucking Kansas. What? Am I wrong? I might be wrong.
that's a ball of twine.
That's a ball of twine. One ball of yarn, motherfucker.
Thread.
That's in
That's
Texas.
in Texas.
What the fuck?
There's more than one.
Dude,
Darwin, Minnesota.
They're spawning. That's the one I was talking
There's
about.
8 of them.
That Cocker City. Cocker? This is wait,
8
that's
wonders
Kansas.
of Kansas. Fucking
What the fuck? Kansas has its own wonders. Kansas isn't real. There's
Darwin, Minnesota.
Darwin, Minnesota, biggest ball of yarn or whatever the fuck. Ah. See, twine ball. That's the one I'm talking about. They got it in a gazebo.
13 feet in diameter.
God damn. That's a big bitch.
It's got a Facebook page. You guys can be friends with it.
Follow the world's largest ball of twine on Facebook. Yeah, that's the one I was talking about. Fuck all the other states. It's the one in Minnesota that counts because we do everything better. That's the one. I think it deserves to be on there because my grandma knits. All right, up next, the moon.
You think that would have made it to the original list? It was there the entire time.
The whole time.
It was there longer than the Great Wall.
It's also made of rocks.
True.
Big ones.
It could have been a city if they had the fucking balls to go there.
Moon City. Did you hear about the lander that crashed? Or not crashed, but it's like fucked up. And it's not going to make it there. Some private
From
company.
the Russian one?
What? No, it's an American company. Some private company is like, we're going to the moon. We're going to land a robot there. And then it broke on the way there. And now they're like, well, fuck.
Oh.
We could do it in 1960s. Why can't we fucking do it now? It's horseshit. Anyway,
Capitalism.
oh, shit. That's not it.
Yeah.
Communism.
It's all about the bottom
Nah,
line.
because there isn't communism now. That's why we can't make it.
Yeah.
Because we have no
I mean,
competition.
Fair.
China's not communist.
Well, India just got there.
They did.
Yeah.
And it's like a huge source of pride, too.
Yeah. Yeah.
They got to the moon. The moon is a wonder of the world.
For sure.
Because half of the world is made up of the moon. You know, there's a theory that the moon was actually a planet, and the Earth and the moon planet collided,
Yeah.
and then the Earth absorbed most of it, and then a good chunk of it was turned into the moon.
Yeah. I am aware of that. theory.
Panspermia. That's not it.
No.
For the moon.
That's life came from asteroids. Some fucking
Sperm.
in your Earth.
In a pan. Up next, Lake Titicaca, for reasons. Fucking, of course.
Yeah.
It is a deep lake located in the Andes Mountains on the border of Bolivia and is one of the highest lakes in the world. Arguably, the highest navigable lake in the world. Meaning you can actually get there.
Yeah. Without like.
Without, like, dying in the process.
Taking a helicopter.
Yeah. So that's the one.
That's pretty cool.
I picked it not because of its elevation. I think, you know,
Yeah.
Lake Titicaca.
I want to drink the waters of Lake Titicaca.
I want to drown in Lake Titicaca. That's how I want to die. That's how I want to go out in this world. That will spark the Holy War.
Oh, there you go.
He died in Lake Titicaca for our sins. Kill everyone. Everyone that's different. Another lake on here, Lake Baikal, is the world's largest
Freshwater lake.
Thank you. By volume, located in southern Siberia. It is also the deepest freshwater lake in the world. I picked it because of that. It is a deep hole and it's filled with water, and that's cooler than any fucking rock town.
True. They didn't even get to touch the bottom.
But you can touch the top of a rock town. Can't touch the top.
And the bottom.
Can't touch it.
Touching
And
the
the
bottom of a rock town's easier than touching the top.
It's flatter on the bottom.
True.
Who the fuck enjoys this podcast? All right, up next is where the grizzly man got ate. Location, somewhere in Alaska. I don't know where.
You gonna tell the story of the grizzly man?
All right, grizzly man. He was a dude who went up there to study the grizzly bears. He was not a scientist. He was up there studying the grizzly bears. He's like, I think people misunderstand the bears. I can become one of the bears. And he did. He lived with the grizzly bears for a while, and they didn't do nothing to him. They, didn't give a fuck. But then one day, he had his girlfriend with him. Ooh, big mistake.
Scandalous.
Scandalous. And they, caught some fish or some bullshit. I don't remember exactly what. A bear came over, and the guy tried to scare the bear away. Well, the bear thought that it was a challenge.
Yeah.
It was some kind of food. I don't know if it was necessarily fish or anything. But the bear thought he's challenging him for the bear's food. Because obviously that food is the bear's.
Yeah.
Duh. It's 900 pounds. It's the bear's food, my guy. Anyway, so he tried to fight off, and the bear's like, fuck you, and just killed him right there and ate his ass. And while he's getting ate, his girlfriend's like, stop, bear. Stop it. And the bear's like,
Oh,
ew, dude, you need your woman to stand up for you, and then killed the woman. It ate her. All of this caught on video and audio. All of it. All of it. I have yet to see it. It's documentary, but that location needs to be a wonder of the world because people wonder why the fuck he didn't get ate earlier. He's dumb as hell. Tangling with grizzly bears. You ain't a grizzly bear, man. Dummy. Some woods hippie got ate by a grizzly bear. So that location. I have a lot on here. I'm sorry. Up next, JFK assassination location.
Say no more.
It'll blow your mind when you visit.
In streets and shit. Crazy.
Do you know the rifle that was used to kill JFK was a Carcano rifle, an Italian little carbine, about yay long?
Maybe one of them.
His head just did that.
His body sustained damages from 3 shots, but it came from 1 bullet for sure.
His head just did that.
Yeah.
Statue of Liberty up next, of course. It's a wonder, man. People coming into this country via New York on boat because they can't afford a plane ticket these days. They look at that thing and they go, wow, I'm about to get butt fucked on taxes.
It was a gift from the French.
Of course it was.
I don't know why they gave it.
It was
to
brown
us.
when they gave it to us, and we made it green. Green is better, like our money. Oh yeah. Giant sculpture, a statue made of copper on Liberty Island in New York. It was a gift from the people of France.
Yep.
And is a symbol of freedom. The people of France. Fancy way of saying French fucks. It came from the French. Symbol of freedom. Like they would know what that is. And then gave it to us.
Yeah.
Because they can't have freedom. They know that the U.S. is free. So we got it better.
Something.
Yeah, something along them lines. Something to do with freedom. It's a symbol of freedom. It's a symbol of our nation. And we must keep it as a wonder of the world because we are the best in the United States. Why did we get the Statue of Liberty? Recognize America as a champion of liberty and encourage the French to support the same ideals. And then it didn't work because the French are still like what the French are like. Statue of Liberty. Up next, the Grand Canyon. Why that's not a natural wonder of the world boggles the fuck out of my mind. It is the largest canyon in the world.
Yeah.
And deepest canyon in the world.
270 miles long, 18 miles wide, and a mile deep.
It's big, man. The only bigger canyon in our solar system is on Mars. Like, for real. This fucking big hole. Crack.
Mm-hmm.
It's big. It's a crack in the earth. Earth crack. Earthbenders made it before the Fire Nation attacked. It needs to be a wonder of the world. I don't know why it's not. It's fucking dumb. The Colorado River carved that shit out of this shit and canyon.
I think it didn't make it because it's not man-made.
Dumb. How do we know the aliens didn't build the rock towns?
True.
They like building
Facts.
shits out of rocks. We know that. Pyramids.
We should make a bigger Grand Canyon with some bulldozers.
Made of aliens.
Show Mother Nature she a bitch.
We can do it better. Speaking of aliens. Up next, Roswell, New Mexico. First contact. The site where a rancher in 1947 discovered debris from a UFO. This event launched Roswell into pop culture because they found fucking aliens. 1947, Roswell, New Mexico. First contact. This is the site of first contact. Wonder of the world, baby. Where the aliens are. There was. And speaking of those aliens, Area 51 is up next. An Air Force base in the Nevada desert was developed in 1955 and is a testing ground for experimental aircraft. The base also became synonymous with UFOs. Why? Because they stored the alien ship from Roswell, New Mexico in 1947. 8 years later, it took them to carry this thing across the desert. 8 years because it's made of dense materials unknown to man.
Cover up with
And
mylar balloons.
They brought it to Area 51 and they're like, fuck, this thing's heavy, and just parked it. And they're like, fuck it, let's build a base. And they did. It's also the site of Top Gun 2, the beginning of the movie Top Gun 2, and therefore it needs recognition. You know, where they flew the Dark Star, the Mach 10 jet, or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, they made a lot of stealth fighters and stuff at that base.
B-2 Spirits, B-21 Raider, the new one. The fucking B-117 Skyhawk, I think is what it's called, the black motherfucker. The SR-71 Blackbird, one of the fastest planes known to man. Big black bitch. X-Men use it to fly around.
Oh.
Ah.
Alright.
Planes. Made from alien space magic. That's why Area 51 is important. Up next, another very important memorial. Hugh Hefner's Playboy Mansion.
A 21,987 square foot house in Holmby Hills, California. It was bought by Playboy in 1971 for $1.1 million, where Playboy threw lavish parties and rented it out for events. Originally, it was just built for some rich dude, but then he sold it to Playboy.
Now they house rabbits. It's a symbol of peace in our time. No, I picked it for the similar reasons of Lake Titicaca, because boobs are involved.
There you go.
And boobs are precious, and we must memorialize them in our natural wonders. Up next, the Bon Scott Memorial Statue.
Yep.
In Fremantle, Australia, made in 2016. Bon Scott was the original lead singer of AC/DC, probably the greatest rock band ever known to exist. He drank himself to death with alcohol. And they memorialized him in several cities across America, like somewhere in fucking Scotland, because he's Scottish originally.
Yeah.
And then Australia, because that's where he lived.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So there, that one. Because Australia's cool.
Yeah.
And Bon Scott is even cooler. And I believe he deserves recognition. Because who doesn't like AC/DC? For real. Do you like AC/DC?
I did when I was a child.
See?
And then I grew up and I heard their shit too much. And then I was like, nah.
He's been overexposed.
Yeah.
I stand in the same boat. I was overexposed.
Well, mostly because there was this one kid at the place that I worked that, like, whenever I asked for a song to play, it was always fucking Thunderstruck.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Probably the most played song in the world. Honestly. In all honesty. Probably the most played song in the world.
Yeah.
There's a reason for it. ACDCisthebomb.com, baby. Up next, Hiroshima and Nagasaki, because we butt-fucked Japan, and I think that needs recognition. The atomic bombs were unleashed. People can live there now, by the way. They're not just deserts. People live there.
Nuked it in 1945, killed 80,000 people, and then tens of thousands died later on from complications due to radiation.
Blood pooling in the gums, in the eyes, out the skin holes, motherfucking tumors, cancer,
Yep.
anemia,
Stuff to be avoided.
bleedy stuff, bad stuff, gross stuff. Don't get dropped by nukes. Don't get dropped.
By the nukes.
They took the nukes and they dropped a deuce on them with nukes.
Twice.
And I believe that deserves some recognition for American power, baby. Speaking of, the USS Missouri, the last standing American battleship, is a historic battleship that served in World War II, the Korean and Gulf Wars, where it fired its last shots as like an artillery platform in the water. It was built in 1944. Towards the end of the war, I think it saw...
It fought in Japan.
Yeah, it saw a little bit of action. Yeah, I was shelling Okinawa and shit, I bet. The last fighting of the war against Japan. Big fucking boat. He's got guns that are like this fucking big, bruh. Big old things. They got like 28-inch guns. That's the diameter of the inside of the barrel of the motherfucker. It's huge. Big
That's
old
crazy.
motherfucking yeah, huge. And they shoot for like 15 miles. Big old kaboosh. Big kaboo. Kabooshable. I believe that needs some recognition because big fucking guns on a boat is real cool and shit. So, wonder of the world. Marvel of engineering. Big guns.
Mm-hmm.
Up next, Cape Canaveral, Florida, is where the NASA sends the rockets.
Space.
How fucked up you think the frogs and shit are there? Do you think there's any life there
They
at all?
I heard a podcast on this where before they do a launch, they send people out with like nets and stuff to catch birds or like get them away so that there's not complications due to animal crashing into a rocket or like mass death.
Bird strike! Bird strike!
Just a fucking pelican slams into the fucking spaceship.
Oh, shit.
Changes the trajectory by
right into China. They think it's an ICBM.
0.0 meters.
They nuke
miss
everybody.
the moon.
By 0.0. Well, fucking wave, boys.
Yeah.
Fucking pelicans ruin the space. God damn it. Yeah, but that place, that's where they keep launching shit.
Yeah. Very cool.
It's important.
They've used it many times.
Why Florida? I always wondered.
I think it has something to do with like
They use meth heads to fuel the rocket fuel.
the weather patterns down there.
More stable.
They get more opportunities to shoot because it's clear weather and stuff.
Hurricanes.
Yeah, well,
They had some
probably
hurricanes.
not
Okay,
during
so
that time,
prior to
but-
the first Artemis 1 launch, it was a rocket ship launch that took us to the moon again. Actually, I think it just flew past the moon just to see if we could do it. There was a hurricane like a week prior. They had to close that bitch up.
Yeah.
And then after the hurricane passed, we're like, oh, fuck, this shit might be broken. Then it
Yeah.
wasn't broken and it flew. Very cool. Space. All right, and then last but not least, of course, Seal Island, South Africa. Any of my Shark Week fans out there will know where this is. It is a 5-acre island home to 64,000 Cape Fur seals, which are the prime food for South African great white sharks. And, I mean, come on, man. The sharks, they launch out of the goddamn pool, up in the air and shit, and catch a seal. That's cool. Shark Week.
People
Wonder
used
of the
to
world.
like set up huts there to hunt them.
Shark
and then
Week.
collect their poop and shit, guano and whatnot.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of birds there that nest there as well. They poop on it. The island is just covered in shit.
It's a shithole.
Yeah. At one point in time, we were like, we should collect that shit.
And then they got ate by sharks, and they're like, we need to film Shark Week here.
We should put shit in the sharks.
Okay. Shark Week. It's important. It's a wonder of the world.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, little Auschwitz. My apologies, man.
Just shaking the shit out of them.
I'm sorry. So those are our picks for the wonders of the world. They're the best, of course.
Gotta let us know if you agree with any of them.
We'll put poll in the video.
If you've got
a recommendation as to another addition to the wonder of the world, because why limit to 7 stupid rock houses?
Yeah.
Why can have like
have to be 7 long?
I had 21.
Yeah.
Fucking, there's a lot of wonderful things about this world.
It should be like Michelin stars, you know, like there's not a set amount. You just gotta earn them.
Michelin Man, another wonder of the world. Entire guy. Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Wonder of the World.
I think the Michelin Man should have a baby with the Jet Puff Marshmallow Man.
They did. He's called the fucking Pillsbury Doughboy.
Oh, shit.
It's their gay love child.
That's the Lord?
Yeah, dude. Like, you didn't know that? Everybody knows that. Michelin Man, Stay Puft Marshmallow, they fucked. And had the Pillsbury Doughboy. Oh, boy. You poke his little belly. Pull up the Pillsbury Doughboy, James. You think Phidias knows about the Pillsbury Doughboy? That's our Greek, Cypriot friend. Sorry, he's from Cyprus, a country that probably doesn't exist in 10 years. This is Pillsbury. He's got a chef's hat. He's a little dude, white as fuck, blue eyed. He's part of the Aryan race. Oh shit! New revelation. Either the Stay Puft Marshmallow or the Michelin Man was a Nazi. Probably the Michelin Man. Probably. Their tires are made in Nazi Germany. I can't say that. Excuse me. The Pillschwitz Doughboy.
If you had the opportunity to make a monument that isn't the 69 on 6969, because we already discussed that was so stupendous that it would make the list of the 7 wonders of the world, how would you go about it? What would it be?
If it couldn't have been a giant 69 statue?
Well, we already discussed that one.
Oh,
that
if
one's
I had to
gold
pick something
for
else,
sure, you know.
It would be
a solo project.
I would erect a giant ice penis. But it'd have like 2 igloo houses as the balls that you can live in. And it's a tower. Like a lighthouse.
A lighthouse?
Yep.
A cock and ball lighthouse.
Cock and ball lighthouse made of ice.
Very cool. Where would you keep this thing?
It's 6969.
Right next to your other one?
Oh, yeah, it'd be part of the attraction. It'd be like a theme park.
Yeah. Oh, you're going to pay admission to see the ice
You have to pay it and come, though.
What's the going rate on cum these days?
About 7.
7
rubles.
Sounds about right.
Per gallon.
Oh,
Shit's
wow.
cheap, dude. We got how many billion people on the planet? Like 8.5?
Admission is $21.
Comes easy to get.
USD.
Comes easy to get because it's like you make it a lot
Forever. Yeah.
It's not worth nothing. If we lived in an MMO RPG world with a player-based economy, cum would be worth nothing. Although you can get paid to jack off our sponsor, ladies and gentlemen, sperm banks. We don't have any sponsors. Nobody wants to pay us. Shit, dude. Although I would love to get paid by sperm banks.
That'd be a cool thing.
To get sponsored by them.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, this podcast is sponsored by men jacking off in a public office. Sperm banks. Donate to your local sperm banks. They could use more genetic diversity. Besides, it'd probably be the only way that somebody like me can have kids.
Gotta go in and make a withdrawal.
Do they give it to you in a cup? It is a bag.
No.
Can I get my shit back,
in
please?
a roll of coins.
It's the stuff there with the chunks in it. The yellow. Yeah, that one.
The curd-like substance.
The curd. So mine's the curdly one. Ew, dude. Jesus Christ. I can tell that it's mine because of the way I can blow bubbles with it.
It's closer to marmalade. Spread it on some bread.
Preserves. Human preserves. That's what that is! Human preserves! Oh, shit! Spread that shit on toast, man. Oh, they already do that. That's not a new. That's the game called Toast.
Oh, man.
All right. Shall we wrap it up? You think that we good? We
did hit our hour mark, so.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, Welcome back to the Counterfeit Intelligence Podcast. This was our 12th episode.
Yeah.
A dozen down, baby. The dirty dozen. We got, and the next one's going to be Baker's dozen.
True.
Which is 13. All you illiterate fucks out there. Baker's dozen is 13. Because bakers are weird.
They're generous sometimes.
Sometimes. Only when they have 12 other donuts. And they decide
Why
to do
don't
one.
other food people do that, though? Like, why don't I go to McDonald's
And order a Baker's dozen?
You know, I want, 10-piece chicken McNugget, but I get 11 every time.
It's because the resources of the earth are finite. The prices are skyrocketing because the supply is going down. The demand is going up, if anything. That's why I took economics for 3 years. I know what I'm talking about.
Okay. It destroyed the economy. If
Yeah.
everybody except for bakers did Baker's dozens.
Yep.
You learned it here, folks.
Keynesian economics, baby. Find us on YouTube at Counterfeit Intelligence. Use your proper fucking grammar. Figure out what that one is.
There's a space and 2 capital letters, but I'm not
You're
going to
not
tell you
supposed-
where.
It's on the E and the F.
He's joking.
Find us on Twitter, X, where we are very sometimes active. It's very sometimes. Active on the weekends. Ish.
Yep.
In theory. Counterfeit Intelligence or our handle at CI Pod Official. Weird ass capitals.
C-I-M-P, and then there's a capital O in official.
No spaces.
No spaces.
Find us on Facebook at Counterfeit Intelligence. Same as our YouTube. Use your proper fucking grammar, you dumb motherfuckers. Fucking can't spell, can't use fucking commas, can't use fucking semicolons. You're dumb as hell. Fuck you.
I don't think that's true. He
Dumb
might.
as hell.
We have an Instagram. It's Counter Intel Podcast, no spaces, all lowercase. And then we're on TikTok at Counterfeit Intelligence, all lowercase, no spaces. We're gonna try and get more active on these now that we're back in town.
Back, baby. We need to slice up more clips. We need to dig through more episodes and find them clips.
Yep.
Actually, viewers, if you would be so kind as to mark on our videos on YouTube where you want to see clips posted onto these social medias, do the work for us and not get paid for it.
It's always an option.
Indentured servitude. You have entered a contract by clicking on this video.
You're non-contractually obligated.
We don't want you to go running on a track.
That's dangerous.
Choo choo. I'll give flashbacks to one of you. I can't delve into that, but it's gonna be funny for you know who. Yep.
Okay. If you enjoyed this, please consider giving it a share to anybody that's a like-minded individual to yourself.
Or not. Piss them off with our
True.
personalities.
You could do that too.
Fuck them kids.
Any publicity is good publicity. All right. We'll see you next Wednesday.
My nipples hurt, Skylar. We need to end this podcast.
All right. Sounds good. Hey, John, what are you thinking about?
Skylar, I'm an alcohol sexual. A closeted one.
What the fuck does that mean?
It means I suck on whiskey bottles.